Hello everybody, welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns, broadcasting the Wind Waker Randomizer Miniblins tournament. We got the Group Din Grand Finals for you today. It's game 1 between MrMario7788 and SirQuazy. Commentating for us, we have Spytron and Symphonic Link, and tracking our picks and Blank Zai. Say hello everybody.
Hello everyone. I am, for once, fully awake for one of these runs. Get that nice, it's 10 o'clock for me, so I did not, in fact, wake up 20 minutes ago.
Honestly, I'm a little bit surprised about that. So, you seem to be a very degen.
Okay, listen, I only slept noon to 6 today, okay?
Now, let's hope the runners have gotten a bit more sleep than that, though.
Yeah, I am very excited to see this match. Quazy's been around for a few seasons. They haven't been like too active, but they do have like a little bit more of a background. But they are coming from losers bracket, so I'm excited to see how that reacts well with Mr. Mario coming in from winners, just taking the whole thing by storm.
I mean, there is always the underdog possibility.
Mm-hmm. And but you know, if Quazy wins this one, then that'll mean that all 3 brackets for Miniblins will have had a bracket reset.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll definitely be a note for the record books at that point.
Alright, seems we're about ready to start here. And they're off.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, what island do we start at? Fire Mountain. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do here.
It's very warpable, though. It's very warpable.
I believe there's a Japanese-only trick where you can zombie hover by damaging on the side of Fire Mountain, and you can do that for an early entrance.
Wouldn't that just knock you out immediately of Fire Mountain, though, because the timer hasn't started yet?
Maybe. The timer wouldn't end, though. Anyway, let's see. What kind of hints do we have?
Hey, we have no ankle, and we have no high roll.
Yeah, we've got no Master Sword Chamber plays today.
And no Ganon Maze either. So, getting all 8 of those Triforce pieces, definitely not going to be the plan to get more items. That is just for Go mode at this point.
So, Mr. Mario opted to go Windfall first, and Quazy opted to go Mother and Child first. Sword easy, okay. So, I'm not sure how these runners are on their, like, opening swim, but that's not a thing that you have to worry about this seed, because Western was hinted dead.
That is true, and I don't think either of these two would really want to swim all the way to Thorn Fairy as you do.
We are a minute and a half in, and we've already gotten a sword and a bow. That's very interesting. Is this seed going to continue that trend, or is it going to give us some bait at the start, just to lure us in, and then completely ruin everything for us?
See, as long as no one says that it is a very small child, then it'll be a quick seed.
We got rupees. That's good for Beetle. Sometimes I struggle to find my 20 rupees for Beetle.
Oh, well, you're definitely this seed is not broke. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think I know why Tingle was imprisoned this time.
It's
I'm
Tingle's
surprised
in there for a bit of tax evasion, it seems.
I'm surprised Windfall doesn't like commandeer his things when they put him in prison.
I mean, isn't for the Tingle Tuner makes sense. Yeah, that's true.
they just let him play with his Game Boy Advance while he waits.
Well, he needs something to do. He doesn't even have a toilet in there.
The rats that are in the maze come out and they move it out.
Oh my goodness. A Skull Hammer as well.
We have Master Sword and Hammer. I wonder if we're going to be seeing any sort of early FF plays this seed.
That's true. That is the question.
Don't open any of the pots in the cell. Alright, going Northern Ferry. I recently found that if you just walk out of House of Wealth and get storage on the stairs, a swim to Northern Ferry is actually like 10 seconds faster. Not that I'm saying that they should be doing that right now. I'm just kind of
this is Miniblins.
Yeah, I'm just sharing information, whether or not it's relevant.
I'd say there's about like 10 people who would probably utilize that.
I know of 2, and I'm half of them.
Yeah.
No, I just like talking about my favorite game, man. So I'll just point things out.
It's a pretty alright game, I gotta say.
It's kind of mid, you know?
Yeah.
And, okay. Man.
We are getting just all of the dungeon items in the first 10 minutes, it seems. All we need to see now is the leaf.
I'm only going to say this because I think it would be really funny if I actually jinx it, but this does look like it's going to be a bit of a jet seed.
I mean, now that you've said it, they're not going to find anything for the next hour. Yeah, because they can already go check out FF. They can't open Earth Temple yet, but they can make their way in there if they so choose. That being said, they do have a couple hints to dig through first. And, you know, I'm just realizing they had Cliff Plat and Bird's Peak both on path hints to different dungeons.
Oh yeah, so definitely prioritize that. Seems MrMario's probably just going to go there next. He just stopped in for Beetle first.
It seems like that's what both of them are going to do.
Oh yeah.
I guess Quazy didn't decide to check Beetle this time around. I don't know when they're planning to, but
yeah,
good to have that information.
It's weird with Miniblins since we don't have island puzzles, because normally Forest Haven Beetle is 100% the fastest one to do, but with them still having to go to other islands like Outset, even though that's a slow Beetle normally, if you're just doing it for the sake of Beetle, if you're already there, it can be faster than like just sailing over.
I mean, you have so many options other than that one, though. You have, the Forest Haven one, you have DRI, if you decide to go for that. You have Paw Print if you end up with bombs and grapple early.
Yeah, I think under the circumstances, considering that they have Hammer for Thorned, that they don't really need to check Beetle before coming this way, so they could get one that would be quicker and not having to go out of their way for it.
True, but then they also don't need Thorned that much, because they do know that it's Deed.
Yeah, and just knowing that Deed is, you know, in the seed, means that doing a Cabana out of logic entry is not a bad idea if they can find their delivery bag.
Yeah, exactly. Now, it's interesting how close these two are at the moment.
Yeah, they've both done like all of the same stuff. Mr. Mario is slightly ahead. He's on his way to BPR and has done Beetle.
I think Quazy had a bit of an issue getting into the vines, and that's all that that really messed up. But other than like trading places in one or two spots, they've kind of been on the same trajectory the entire time.
Yeah.
Although this is grand finals, so you have to expect some.
Yeah, everyone. Oh, that fall from Mr. Mario puts them back like pretty much even now.
Depends on how this jump goes for Quazy. And second attempt for Mr. Mario. First try for Quazy, and then that's like a couple seconds difference right there.
Yeah, with grand finals, the general consensus is do what you're most confident with and play it like logically. But then those race jitters just get to you, and you're like, okay, but what if I just go do this one thing and it puts me ahead, right?
Oh my goodness.
Fire and ice. Okay.
And so that one was the Jalhalla path.
Was
We still don't know what the Cliff Plat one was.
it looks like Quazy has bait bag marked on their yeah, the trackers have put bait bag down, so I think that's what we got.
Okay. So wouldn't that just be Bird's Peak then? Yeah.
Yeah, so that just straight up leads to Bird's Peak.
I actually kind of like Quazy here, because his other path is, or their other path is outset. So coming here early is probably a good idea.
So I believe that the logic of the randomizer will never hint at the same path. Like it will never lead to the same final item. But with that bait bag directly leading to the fire and ice arrows, then that logically assumes that fire and ice arrows leads to 2 required things. Right?
Yeah.
That's how that works. It can lead to the same final item? Okay.
Well, I mean, also for path to Jalhalla, that fire and ice is just ET. Is logically required for parts of ET.
Alright, I suppose it could lead to the same final item if that final item then leads, because it leads to like bosses and stuff. So yeah, it could lead to 2 of those bosses or something.
Also, shout out to Quazy, being a good grandson.
So did Quazy opt to skip out on that deed? I think
They did skip out on deed, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that is why they're so much further ahead.
Yeah. Later on, I guess it just depends on how well hookshot is. If they get an okay hookshot, then that can put Quazy like super ahead for just having not gone to an entire island.
Yeah,
it's still too early to say anything, but
I think the only thing that will really bite them is if, yes, hookshot is in a bad place, or even worse, hookshot ending up being in Cabana.
Oh yeah. Okay,
because if that ends up being the case, oh lordy.
Yeah. Now, see, we were talking in the pre-commentary chat. We were talking about how we're going to see some more Thuffer today. So
that is true. And we have the first big Sag of the seed, the useless Tingle statues. You know, considering I have a theory that where you start the seed has a big like not a big, but has a little bit of a indication on how your seed is gonna go. So I like returning to Fire Mountain.
Yeah, usually you can't speed up Fire Mountain too much. The exception here is that they don't have Leaf for this jump. I believe that loses them around 10 seconds. So, and yeah, I guess they also wanted to make sure that the car drop isn't going to bother them too, so that's extra.
But still, like, you're gonna have to go here eventually.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
and as long as you don't jump off.
We did not fall down. We're good.
Yep.
Okay, so Quazy's opting for the
The Wind Waker dive.
Yeah, the Wind Waker dive. I was thinking roleplay for some reason. Quazy's opting for the Wind Waker dive over doing the bomb entry, like the bombless entry. Oh,
No,
they're doing like this other thing.
I've never seen this setup for it before, actually. I've only ever seen somebody just walk off into the water.
Yeah, I believe that they like workshopped this recently. I don't know if it was Quazy that found it, but somebody posted it a couple weeks ago.
I do like how Mr. Mario killed one of the Magtails with the other Magtail.
Fire Mountain paying off.
Hello.
Seed is pointing us to Cabana soon, I feel like.
I mean, we still have to find that delivery bag, though. That is...
Yeah.
That's the other thing. But you're right. Having the hammer, having the grappling hook, definitely pointing that way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looks like Tingle has definitely pinned the tax evasion on SirQuazy there.
Did Quazy check his chest on bed before getting caught?
I think so. I think...
Also, what some people don't realize is that there is a switch outside of that jail cell that you can hit with your bow that just opens the door.
Mm-hmm.
He did?
I find
Okay.
it interesting how many small little details there are in this game.
And another shard.
Okay. So we got two wild shards out there at the moment. Now we just gotta find 3 more and the boss shards. No.
Okay,
4 more and the boss shards.
We're gonna see 3 of the chests here, maybe 4 if they know the peak for it. For right side.
And also depending on what's in here. We could get lucky.
And another Tingle statue for Quazy.
Another bait for Quazy.
The sword.
Already paying off.
So that is already 3 swords and 2 bows.
Imagine if if Mr. Mario finds the power bracelets in here. Oh. Now, tell me, Spytron, does this strat from Quazy look familiar?
Listen, it's fine. Oh, what do we get? Did he... I cannot see that. With
I did not see it.
Yeah. Yeah, this sword strat, I figured out a couple weeks ago, like maybe a month ago. I was helping somebody out, and while we were messing around, I found that you can get storage easier before the Miniblins show up, and you can just do this, and it works very well. You can still get your chest storage without bombs.
Also, Spy, I'm curious if you noticed what the path to Ganondorf was on Outset, because I think I realized.
Ooh, we'll ignore the fact that I tend to ignore paths. I think I missed under Link's house, and actually I think I missed both checks.
It definitely was the boomerang underneath Grandma's house.
Ooh.
So that path is essentially useless. It's interesting that a lot of the decent items tend to be kind of out of the way now. It's almost as if someone jinxed the seed.
Oh wow, that's crazy. So what I like about this strat I found for text storage Phantom Ganon is during this fight, even with our hints enabled, Coral only has 1 text box, so you don't have to cycle through all of them. You just have to hit A 1 time.
That's true. If you didn't know, oh, I'm surprised. This is what Quazy's doing.
Sometimes people. Well, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just.
Wallet Mail gave the leaf.
That's big.
That
Not-
is
not-
very
not-
big.
Not me talking while I have a bottle to my mouth and just suddenly being in a freaking tunnel.
All right.
Phantom Ganon was brown, correct?
Yes, Phantom
Yeah.
Ganon had nothing.
No helm rock with the shirt. Alright, and which fairy is this Eastern, right? No. No.
No, this is Southern.
Southern.
And it's the delivery bag.
So, Mr. Mario is now in a position to just go right now.
And if Cabana is useful, this might be changing hands very quickly.
So I would say the optimal movement here would be go to Angular first, then Ice Ring, then Cabana, because then you have 2 extra checks to get Hook Shot before going, just to speed it up.
Yep. I guess not, though. Miss Mario, I guess, wants the check for Ice Ring.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
With an Ice Ring dip first, that means that we're probably gonna he's gonna have to like pick one. The better choice would probably be Cabana because there's 2 checks there rather than 1 at Angular. Who knows? Maybe we'll be seeing some save warp strats. Go back. Well, not save. Soft reset strats.
Yeah, it is not early Cabana because he hasn't picked up the hook shot. It's just exactly when you expect it, Cabana.
Yeah, Mr. Mario actually went and picked up that deed, so they can just go in.
So it seems the time save of not getting the deed might end up kicking Quazy in the butt, but we'll see. We gotta figure that out first. Ooh.
Oh, that is very unfortunate.
Into the drink.
Luckily, they have grappling hooks, so they don't have to just sit there for 30 seconds to void out.
That would suck. Although, would it be faster to save warp though?
Absolutely not.
No.
You would have to melt the island again, or whatever. Yeah.
Well, no, you're right then. It's very good that they picked up that grappling hook.
Mm-hmm.
And would you consider that French vanilla? It's in the opposite element island, but it's kind of French vanilla.
It would be faster to save warp, really. But it's like, doesn't the Ice Ring entry on its own, like, doesn't the timer usually take about 30 seconds to get in? And on top of that, you've got 15 seconds of a save warp. So isn't that like 45 seconds compared to a 30-second void? I don't know.
I mean, everything's French vanilla if you look at it a certain way. Mr. Mario decided to go for Angular. You know, I don't mind it because they have Mirror Shield.
Yeah, they can do fastest Angular, and if it's nothing, they can soft reset back to Ice Ring and sail north.
Yeah. If it is something, it'll be a little bit more of a wait, though. It is something.
So, one thing that I've been seeing a lot on Miniblins races is that people are pushing the left block first. Doing that is like 2 to 3 seconds slower, just because you have to double down on movement on just walking. So it's better to go around the right side first and move the right block. That way you take a straight path rather than having to like turn around and come back.
That does make sense.
What do we get? Oh,
Another
shard.
shard.
We cannot put that back. If that was like Iron Boots, that would have been great. Could have put that back.
If it, well, I mean, kind of. Well, no, yes, you're right. If it was a Tingle statue, I'm sure he'd be happy to put it back, but...
Oh, yeah. So yeah, now we're gonna have to invest in a warp here.
Probably the Tot-G, I'm guessing?
Yeah. It was either Tot-G or Forest Haven, because we also do have Bomb Island open now. I think Tot-G's better, because now we could potentially get, like, a Ghost Ship chart, and then do Ghost Ship at Bomb. Although I'm not sure what day it is.
It would be 2nd, I believe. So is Quasi at Paw Print? Is that what I'm looking at?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Quasi's going to have to come back.
Well, that is unfortunate. At the very least, having 2 Master Swords compared to 1 Master Sword is negligible for damage purposes.
Yeah, the third sword is kind of just redundant. It doesn't do anything.
Didn't you know this is property of the lovely teacher at Windfall? And now it's not.
You can do Paw Print without Grappling Hook, but you also need the Hook Shot. So even though Quasi now has the Leaf, they would need Hook Shot, and Paw Print Grapple Skip is kind of like an S tier trick in this game. I don't think I would ever expect to see a Miniblins runner doing that.
Sadly, Errol not being as great a family member as Grandma, apparently.
Also, considering they don't have bombs, they would have to get open chest storage.
Yes. Although, I forget. You're the one who popularized that, aren't you?
I've brought the attention of a lot of really weird stuff to people. I did not pioneer Pop and Grapple Skip, that was not me. But doing open chest storage in races kind of like something that I do a lot.
Quasi can get right boulder, though. Because Quasi does have Leaf.
Right, because we couldn't really tell. Yeah, popularized is I wouldn't say that I've like popularized anything, but I brought the attention of some things to some people. We couldn't really tell what was on right boulder. I don't know if anybody else could see it better or not, but Quasi can definitely go. And if it is spiky, then that means I believe both players are going to have to come back.
To double dip. Yeah. That is not spiky. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So if Mr. Mario is able to see that, then Mr. Mario does not have to go back. Which it seems, yeah, they've marked it off on their tracker. So Quasi just has to do that again at some point.
That is unfortunate. Though having the Leaf for Fire Mountain, if that's where they end up going next.
Yeah, Claire also did open chest storage. I remember that. I remember I liked that Claire did a lot of stuff like that because it made me feel like I wasn't the only person doing something. It was like, yeah, let's go. I'm not the odd one out.
And now we have a lot of people's least favorite island. I can definitely see where the hate comes from. I don't know if I subscribe to it, but
with a lot of practice, it really doesn't like hold up as bad as it does when you're first starting out. I don't think I would say that this is my least favorite. I don't even think I have any disdain towards this island anymore. I definitely used to not like it. Ooh, but honestly, we don't have to do it.
Just personally, I feel like I have a bit more hate for the other fire-based island, being Fire Mountain. It's just kind of boring. All right, Mr. Mario going for that That boomerang on the path. Without knowing it's a boomerang, sadly. Ooh. They are going for Outset Ferry, though.
Oh, that's another thing. So they get to one trip here as well.
That definitely is something to keep in mind. That was a gorgeous Mesa clip. Just had to stop what I was saying and comment on that.
Yeah, I'll admit, I don't even think I do the right angle. I just go into the house and then backflip.
Yeah.
I should probably find that out. I refuse to let anybody have any tricks over me. I must learn everything.
But yes, that, as I was saying until I interrupted myself, that is one thing that I feel like Mr. Mario has over Quasi at the moment is 2 large islands that he will not have to come back to.
Yeah.
Whereas Quasi needs to go back to Outset and go back to Paw Print.
It might not be too bad when Quasi has to eventually do Diamond Step, but you still do spawn like really far away from Outset, so having to sail there can be a time sink.
This is true.
Do we see the cheeky storage? Ooh. Let's go.
That being said, Quasi does have a dungeon over Mario.
That's true. However, Mario will have Leaf, and I'm wondering if they're gonna do the a little bit quicker routing to get in than Quasi did, because Quasi went all the way around. I'm assuming Quasi didn't want to do like the weird jump slash thing, though they could have just jumped near where the peg was and then ran up the door frame. So maybe they didn't even know that you can get in from that side. I'm curious to see if Mario knows about it.
Okay, so possible correction to the pass earlier. It could be Boomerang, or it could be the Master Sword on Outset Ferry.
It's very interesting to me that the 2 islands that Mario doesn't have to double dip over Quasi were swords.
That is true. Yeah, the two checks that Quasi has skipped.
Comms doubted Outset Ferry. I never said anything about it being dead.
Yeah, I didn't say Outset Ferry was bad. I just saw Boomerang and expected that to be the only path. Also, Quasi's definitely going to lose a bit of time here doing the vanilla strats for Angular.
Oh yeah, and they had Leaf too. They could have done the fastest.
Oh, Mr. Mario being a good grandson. I always have to shout it out as a resident grandma lover.
I mean, that soup's like 20 years old now. It can't be that good. How long has it been sitting in that pot?
It's only been sitting in that pot for about 30 minutes, though. Yeah, that's some fresh soup right there. Yeah, sadly, Grandma is a bait, though. She does subscribe to Tingle's newsletter.
I would subscribe to Tingle's newsletter. Well, actually, maybe I wouldn't, because he'd probably charge like $30 for it.
That's true, but he probably would also send some decent maps your way. Who knows? Maybe you'd even get the power of the gods through it.
You know what? If Tingle's maps are anything as good as the Great Fairy chart, I would love to have his maps. Top quality.
That is one thing that I'm sad isn't in this game, is the incredible chart.
The Great Fairy chart just being like drawn in with crayon is amazing.
What's better though, the Great Fairy chart or the Tingle chart?
No,
the chart does have the honk.
I mean, Oh wait, no, the Great Fairy chart. I'm thinking of the wrong one. Yeah, Great Fairy just shows you where all the Great Fairies are. The Tingle
Yes.
chart shows you
Tingle
where the
chart is
wallets are, and by association where two Great Fairies are. Tingle chart
Yeah.
is what I was trying to talk about, but I was just being weird. No, Tingle chart's best. 100%.
I mean, Tingle is the great fairy though, so we can let it slide.
And this is Eastern. Okay.
I believe this was a shard, if I remember Quasi checking it earlier.
Oh, did I miss that? The clearly the most useful chart in the game is the light ring chart. Tells you where to find light rings, and those light rings always give you either 20 or 50 rupees. So that's all I'm saying. You could get rich off of that chart.
Yeah,
It's
the fact that
most useful
nobody
one.
has used the light ring chart to rupee grind yet is absolutely shocking to me. Oh, it was golden, just not the right golden. On the topic of charts, do you want to know what my favorite chart is that we don't have in the game?
Is it the Sea Hearts chart?
No, even better, it is the reefs chart. It is a chart that you get on a reef that tells you where all the reefs are.
I believe all of the reefs are where you get the red charts too, aren't they?
That is correct, yeah.
Yeah. So you get like a Sea Hearts chart, Islands Heart chart. Those two have been
Great
removed,
Fairy,
unfortunately.
platform chart is another one.
Yeah.
Oh, is Quasi doing it?
Yeah, so on my personal tracker here, I'm not seeing anything other than Cyclos left. So unless bombs are here on Cyclos, this Earth Temple is perfectly fine to enter.
One thing I have to I'm kind of irksome with Mario for is he jumped into Cyclos, which got him a lot closer to the center, which means you very well could have just completely dropped right there.
And as long as Cyclos doesn't have something that really speeds up ET, that's good for Quasi, because Quasi can then just sail north from Headstone.
This is true.
And it is, yeah, it's...
I mean, technically that was useful. It had the leaf.
True. Who's gonna tell Cyclos that he didn't actually get to help when he thought he was going to?
I mean, if they hadn't checked Crescent Island first, then it would have been helpful. So we can just blame the runners for that. And our paths are very interesting, which is why I really like Quasi coming to ET with essentially two of the paths sending him this way, or sending them this way.
Bombs wouldn't necessarily have to be here. I don't think. Like you get like hook shot and then bombs on Diamond Step.
Diamond Step.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad nobody's done Diamond Step early. Obviously the bombs are going to be there, and that's going to speed up the rest of the game.
Dude, what if hookshot's there?
Oh, that'd be crazy. That would be so cool. So, Spy, what do you think so far? We're about coming on 40 minutes in, so we're about halfway through, probably. What do you think for a status support between the two of them?
So it looks like Mario has a sword over Quasi and grappling hook, but Quasi has apparently 2 shards. over Mario.
Well, I mean, one of them is Helmer Rock.
True.
Keep that in
Okay.
mind.
It's looking like they have a similar amount of overworld done, but Quasi has also just done FF.
That's what's really putting the race in their favor for me.
Yeah.
Is they are already a dungeon down, and they're on their second dungeon.
Now, later on, we're going to be seeing some catch up from yeah. We're gonna Mr. Mario's gonna have some
Dude,
catch
now
up
I'm
in his
hungry.
pockets.
What the heck?
We're gonna see Mr. Mario get a chance to catch up later when Quasi has to go out of his way to go back to Outset and
He
Opera.
doesn't have to go back to Outset. He already got his Outset berry.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that definitely. If it's just Popperant.
It's just Popperant. And actually, they do know that because they did peek and saw that it was spiky.
So it's not, yeah. It's not going to be like a gamble, go check it or something. It's like it's just the time it takes to get to the island and get up there is what they're going to have to put into it.
All right, so.
But they also have FF, so that could even out.
And another thing, two different takes on Earth Temple here. We have the storage path for Mr. Mario. He currently has chest storage, and he's going to skip both right and left side, which is going to mean he's not going to get a shard, but that's fine. But yeah, Quasi taking the storageless route, a runner after my own heart. That is true. Cabana was dead in the fact that there was only a Tingle statue. So the skipping of Cabana Deed for Quasi could just end up being the way to go.
Yeah, depends on if they go later or not. If it's a late hook shot, that could be good for Quasi because he might never get around to going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you think maybe we might actually see Morth Hover?
No, see, what I'm excited for is for ZSR watchers to lose like hundreds of thousands of points.
Which absolutely includes myself. I will 100% admit that I definitely bet for Mr. Mario's side. But if Quasi ends up winning this round, I am perfectly happy to lose those points. Because we're getting a pretty sick race out of this. And some genuine hand-holding right here. And so much soup, too!
It's very interesting. They're in the same room, but Mr. Mario is a dungeon behind and right side behind. Now, again, you can say Quasi still has like Fire Mountain and Popperant, but...
Nope. Oh yeah, you're totally right. Quasi has not done Fire Mountain. No, that is true. It's interesting that they're so close together for how far apart they actually are. And not to mention the difference in both strats and execution.
Ooh, Mr. Mario's not sure what to do here.
Uh-oh. Oh!
I think they forgot...
Resetting.
Yeah, they might have forgotten to store something and realized that they...
Oh, did he open End of Floor Master? Or not End of Floor Master, but Kill All Floor Masters instead of trying to store it?
So that is...
It didn't have bombs?
That is huge for Quasi here.
Yeah.
Because that was just a straight soft reset. Oh, well, did they
shout out
first?
On Quasi's side. So that strat, Mr. Mario did not pick up a key at all. He's been keyless so far. On Quazy's side, that's a short little hop, skip, and a jump to break the bar head, the head in the other light room. Actually came from HD. From HD runners. Just a nice little call out for the HD runners.
I'm very just into the race now, and I'm just watching it intently. I'm forgetting to say my own things now.
Yeah, you're commentating, Spy. You gotta keep some words on there. Yeah, this is definitely
Third crypt having something.
Yeah. And it's the bombs!
That is a very good place for bombs, which means that like they couldn't have used it for any storage up to now.
Hey, so remember the path to FF?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was Earth Temple to FF.
Yeah, so a small key was on path, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. No, so there's a small key in left side.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Mr. Mario not having a great time in the chew room. Getting a little bit bullied there.
Yeah, okay. I was looking pretty far, but they still landed it. I was like, please don't fall. Oh, just abusing Medley on Quazy's side.
Yep.
And we're gonna be seeing some half room strats.
We're doing half room? Oh, I haven't seen this in so long.
It's been done a couple times recently.
I miss half room strats, to be honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that it's due to a difficulty of the alternative. I'd say it's just like people just aren't aware of how quickly it can be done. I mean, a roll clip can be like scary, but you know.
I mean, but we've seen, not on Quazy's side, on Mr. Mario's side, we did see a roll clip already. That being the Mesa skip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, quick shout out to the half room strats. Uh-oh. I don't think Quazy realizes that they can't get... Yeah, there you go. You gotta be on top of the scorpion.
And there we go, on top.
There we go. Yep,
Oh no!
It didn't work! Oh no! Oh man.
We do have a spiky chest right here.
Well, I mean, think of what we're still missing. We're still missing lights. We're still missing 2 more shards. Ghost ship chart, hook shot. There's a lot that could be in there. Pharaoh's Pearl.
So, doing right side, or basement, I mean, doing basement before Jalhala could mean that maybe Quazy gets light arrows before the boss. Potentially. We don't know what's in that chest.
I mean, that would be pretty hype. I'm guessing that is our path small key right over there.
Yeah.
No!
No.
Uh-oh. I don't think Quazy is going to be doing big key skip. So that means they're going to have to come back and do right room. Or do right side.
Left side.
Left side.
You got there in the end. Don't worry about it. This is our path.
It's one of the sides, that's for sure.
There it is. Alright, and then we just have mini boss left over here.
Yeah, Oh, okay. He's not saving. He's not... Okay. There's 2 spiky chests in the basement. Okay, these could be baits. I think we still have 2 more Tingle statues around, but still... Oh my god!
I called it, light arrows.
You called it!
This leaf strat, I believe you have to make it to the stairs.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And shard! Basement! The basement was loaded!
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't think Mr. Mario is aware.
But that's also spiky. So... This is an interesting Earth Temple. Like, extremely packed.
And another
And
shard.
that's the last shard! Wait, that's go mode.
Yeah, they still don't know where their last sword is.
They need a hookshot. Yeah, they do. Popper it.
Oh yeah, because Spiky.
No, they need hookshot still.
Yeah, so they don't know if that's sword or hookshot.
So wait a minute. This could be Morth Hover. This is the perfect seed to Morth Hover.
It totally is with the with Mini Plus. We're not gonna see it. But you know what? I'd be happy to eat my own words on that. Hookshot's probably right here.
I mean, it could still be a few things. It could be another Tingle statue. It could be Ghost Ship Chart.
With the spheres of the other Tingle statues, I'd be surprised.
It's Note to Mom.
Actually, no. The Tingle statue spheres would align with ET left side, so it could have been, but it's not. This still could lead to it, though.
What was brought into the world right now?
Yeah, it was very interesting. Note to Mom to hookshot, note to Mom. I think because of the spheres, note to Mom could... Okay, note to Mom to Ghost Ship Chart to Tingle Statue.
I got an even better one for you. Jalhalla Mail to Ghost Ship Chart to nothing. Just to nothing. You know, most times I hate this dungeon. Today, I like this dungeon. This is absolutely stupid and amazing.
I think once you know all of the tricks that there are to learn, I think it's just fun to do. It's long and it feels like a slog, but it's fun to do in my opinion.
Oh, we still have Pharaoh's Pearl too. Oh.
Juba, what kind of bamboo strat you talking about? Are you talking about a bamboo strat for left side? Because that also requires leaf, and we found a way to do it with just leaf. I've been doing it for like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really, I don't think that hovering is even worth bringing up. Like, I don't think it's ever gonna happen this seed.
Oh no, you're totally right. I just find it absolutely hilarious that we were talking about it in pre-stream chat.
Yeah,
And
it is a hover
comes up.
seed. Maybe it could be, but otherwise, yeah. Yeah, I believe our top runner. Oh, bomb boost to wait. Bomb boost to
Oh.
leave to the mini boss chest.
Oh,
Interesting.
I could see it. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure our top runner doesn't even know how to morph hover yet. I believe that they confirmed that recently.
Okay, so we can blame this seed on Spy because he jinxed it calling it a jet seed earlier.
That could still be a jet seed. They could find their. I would say, look, listen. It's not even an hour in, and we know the seed. Like,
well, no, it's still an Easter egg hunt
yeah.
for the hook shot.
Yeah. True. Right. I keep forgetting. Listen.
We know where the grappling hook and the last sword are. That's it. We're not even in no mode yet.
In Overworld, all that is left is Diamond Step and Islet.
So it's Islet.
Yeah, and then there's still a little bit of mail, and we have Ghost Ship.
Well, I guess again, it could still be Beto Mail. It could be Feyor's Pearl somewhere. It could be Note to Mom itself. Could be Bomb Mail. They just picked up bombs. They're about to get like 3 different things of mail.
Mario just used their key on left side, and I don't know what they did with the key before.
I'm pretty sure they
might have deleted it. I remember I don't remember seeing them save, but then they had saved because they didn't have to redo anything. So I'm not sure in what order that was done.
No, they I don't know why. Did they save warp out of mini boss or did they reset out of it? Because if they save warped, they should have it.
We're talking about keys.
Yeah, I know.
Mini boss.
The small key from.
You don't soft reset at a mini boss when you get Note to Mom.
Oh, you're totally right. I forgot that he did a mini boss. He didn't.
Mario missing his bombs.
No. No. He didn't even look. Oh no.
Well, missing is like you can also say skipped. Mario not picking up bombs.
I mean, I guess. It is even going to go back for basement. Because he has to go back for basement. He's still missing his lights, and also he's going into Gel Hollow without his lights, which is another really sad thing to see. Apparently, the storageless route for ET absolutely the play today. Oh, I mean, I guess the issue is he skipped bombs because he didn't have bombs, so he couldn't get bomb push on the chest.
Yeah, but if they go back for that, that's like 3 times that they have to go through like the center part of the ET. That is a long time.
I think they actually backtracked through it as well, so I think that'll be 4 times. It's really funny that they're still holding hands, though, after all, like, how different this went.
Also, I don't think they backtracked. I don't think they ever... the first time they soft reset and went back, because they chest storaged through the stairs the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, is this going to be a 4 cycle?
Dude, imagine.
It's
I'm
almost synced. What is this seed?
Oh yeah, hookshot on bomb mail is not what we want to see for Mario. It is what we want to see for Quasi. That would be just the biggest, like, that would be like the last nail in the coffin right there. You just have to go Fire Mountain.
Can someone just... How is this seed... How is this race so synchronized? Like, obviously, Quasi is extremely farther ahead.
Yeah,
But just for movement's sake, it's so similar.
yeah, because Quasi's done left side, but Mr. Mario still has basement, I believe, right?
Yes. Quasi actually full cleared ET now. And Mr. Mario has not.
And we're back in here. So Quasi just has he has to do 2 checks, but if he goes to Fire Mountain and gets grappling hook, then you sail to Popper from there. And I think he's
Bomb Island?
I think he's doing Eastern Ferry into Fire Mountain into... Oh wait, no.
No, don't.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we're fine.
Good,
We're fine.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, right, because it was hinted. There was no
Tachi
world.
the worst place to warp to for Eastern Ferry, though?
No, it's the best.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's
Eastern.
so far away?
It's a diagonal from both Dragon Roost and Windfall.
I still feel like it's closer than it is to not go from Taji.
From Windfall, it is fast. If you're already on Windfall, it is faster to warp to Taji and then sail up here than it is to sail to Eastern.
Okay, here we go. This is the big one. We're gonna see 3 pieces of mail here.
Yeah.
If it's bomb mail, Mr. Mario is... Honestly, I'm just gonna say it now, has all but lost. If it's the other 2, there's a chance. Oh, no.
Was that...
It was bomb mail.
That was bomb mail.
That...
I don't want to call it, but that is really...
No. There's Ghost Ship Chart!
Yeah, that's
Honestly,
huge.
No, I'll call it. I think I've got to call it.
Actually, I think, yeah, Mr. Mario still has FF to do, right?
And he's gonna have to go through the entirety of... Like, he's gonna have to go forwards through... Oh my god, and there's Pharaohs. Oh, what was that? Wait, what mail was that?
Note to Mom, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is just a mail train right here.
Yeah, we're not gonna get anything. He needs to go get that grappling hook from Fire Mountain.
Yeah. I think he's just on... Oh my god. The scams! It's the scams! I like how he's picked up one, he's gonna pick up another right here. But if he goes to FF, or to FM, it'll be alright.
I mean, there's no world where you don't.
No, I agree.
Unless he has some, like... If he is one of the people who hate Fire Mountain and refuse to do it, maybe we see Diamond Step. But I don't see any reason to just decide to orphan checks. Like
especially with
really.
him being at Eastern, I feel like he's going to follow the fact that it's right there.
Yeah, at this point, if he doesn't go Fire Mountain now, he'd be committing to extra time later.
Yeah. And then he'll be, like, diagonal from Paw Print.
I no longer put off checks like that. He doesn't want to go.
He's leaving!
He does not want to go.
Oh. He's doing Diamond Step!
Yeah.
Oh, no!
So
I mean,
he's...
Mr. Mario still has... No. He's leaving! He's leaving Third Crypt!
Imagine gambling a spiky chest.
Oh my god!
Now, there are a lot of things, right? So, like, there's Tingle statues to be gambled, there's Iron Boots to be gambled, but...
I don't know what to feel about this race. This is...
I think Quazy's is in a position where they can full clear and still win.
You know what? I'm gonna give Mario one saving grace. Actually, wait, no, he didn't open the warp pot. Never mind. If he had opened the warp pot, the cross dungeon warp pot, he could have gone back and backtracked through FF. But I don't think he did. So
yeah, my recent like routing strategy is I'll just straight up do Fire Mountain as early as I can, assuming I have Leaf. If I have Leaf and Fire Arrows, I just do Fire Mountain. Like on my next warp, I'll just like warp up there and do that.
Just never leave a check behind.
At the point where I can do a check at its fastest, I always just go.
Oh, and there's so many distractions for both of them right now as well.
Yeah, so Crazy's about to do Diamond Step, and he has Islet and Cabana.
Oh no, there's more distractions. Ghost Ship Chart Chest is spiky, so it's probably going to be Iron Boots or the last Tingle statue.
There's Iron
Boots. They're all baits. The no mode.
Ghost Ship Chart chest.
Yeah, that's the chest with.
There's a chest. There's a chest in the Ghost Ship Chart.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. No. The Diamond Step second check is that is where vanilla Ghost Ship Chart is. GSC.
GSCC. This... I am so glad I signed up to commentate this race with you, Spy.
I'm so glad you put like at least 20,000 points on Mr. Mario.
No, I only put 2,000.
Oh, somebody else that did an insane amount.
Somebody else did. No, Mr. Mario does not have bombs. He skipped them.
Yeah, and the bombs directly lead to hookshot.
Which is go mode. So Spy, I think I'm gonna blame you because you said this was a jet seed.
I am also gonna blame myself, but not out of any sort of malice. I'm happy that I said that.
Oh, absolutely.
This is definitely a grand finals worthy match.
Yeah, no, this is absolutely a hover seed right now.
Wait, yeah,
no, they don't have bombs. He needed bombs for that. You can't kill yourself without the bombs.
Yeah, so Mr. Mario did leave the chest on purpose. Like, they are aware that it's spiky, but it is an awful chest to go back to, and so they... honestly, if Mr. Mario finishes the seed, I'm pretty sure they're gonna last location bombs.
They absolutely will, because they're... Unless he doesn't know how to get into FF. Oh, he's going back. Oh, he's going back. Could this be it?
I think after Cyclist, Quazy only has
Fire Mountain.
Cabana and Fire Mountain.
He's not gonna do Thorned Fairy first. Is he? Or no, he doesn't have to. He has Hookshot.
Yeah.
Oh no. I mean, okay. Mr. Mario still has
Oh,
to...
yeah. So actually, no.
He doesn't have grapple! You're right! It's literally just Fire Mountain.
So yeah.
I mean, another thing to keep in mind, Mr. Mario still has to do all of FF.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. This race has me in stitches, I
They
tell
play
you.
popper grapple skip. Nah. Nah.
Nah. Wait, why is he making it nighttime? I don't understand.
Has he not checked Ghost
Ghost
yet?
ship!
Okay. We get a little bit
It's
more
at
bait.
5 stars.
Quazy really doesn't want to go Fire Mountain. Quazy is
not
willing to
want
die
it.
on. Quazy wants to die on that hill and not do
No.
Fire Mountain.
No, he's actively avoiding dying on that hill.
No, that's what die on the hill means. He
I know.
he refuses to succumb to
Yes,
going to
but
Fire
a
Mountain.
mountain is a big hill. He's avoiding Fire Mountain.
Yeah, I like. There were a few places where going to Fire Mountain would have been optimal. At this point, I can't say that bringing in previous biases from other seeds is worth it. Like, it's always going to be random, and you have no idea what's in Fire Mountain.
Again, they started at Fire Mountain, and I subscribe to the idea that somehow has a feeling with how the seed is going to end up going, and it absolutely is being confirmed today.
So Mario's gonna have to go through vanilla here.
I think he's opened a few things.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Yes, he used the key here. He definitely used his key here. So this is unlocked.
I don't think it is.
Oh! Wait. I'm so confused.
Okay, so that's what he did. He saved before doing Floor Masters, and then soft reset Floor Masters for some reason.
Yes, that is what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, so he has to do this again.
No, he just has to get this and then leave.
Oh, true, yeah.
Because he already saw that the brown chest was dead, so... That the brown chest was dead. That Floor Master chest was dead.
Do you know that the brown chests are dead?
Leave him alone, George! No! Oh, no!
It's funny, too. That's the only Floor Master that has no skulls next to it, so the only skull it tries to grab is yours.
Oh my god. Oh, I forgot that Quazy hasn't done Bomb Island yet.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I thought he did.
Yeah, I was under the impression that he had, but I guess I was wrong.
I swear he absolutely has.
Man, here's
At least we know it's nothing.
I respect the dedication to never seeing Fire Mountain again. But Quazy's gonna not be happy with himself when he eventually...
No! He's this... Oh my goodness.
Here we go.
Okay, he's doing it. He's actually doing it. But
I think it's all...
the paw print.
I think it's all he's got. I think he...
Oh my god!
Yeah,
now the question is, where is he going to take that grappling hook? Because if he doesn't get paw print and decides to go Cabana for the check density...
Yeah, I don't know. We've seen him do some weird routing already. Like I said earlier, I was like, oh, well, Fire Mountain is only going to get slower from here on out, but then he still didn't go. You can sail to Poprint from here, but he could be like, what about that check density?
That's true. He does know it's spiky, but does he remember that it's spiky?
Oh, right. He doesn't... He does still have a Tingle statue for bait, but other than that, no, you'd definitely go Poprint here, 100%. Yeah, even if he did Cabana first, I think he could still beat the seed faster.
Now the thing is, Mr. Mario is about to have is gonna have Go Mode FF. No, he's not. There's still a shard in FF.
So the strat here for this jump specifically, you just pull your leaf once, wait a second, and then you mash B to jump slash onto the other side. There are no leaf pumps, no nothing. Your wind direction doesn't really matter. You just leaf and smash B.
Also, if you pull leaf as you're falling into Fire Mountain, it saves you a little bit of time.
Yeah, like a second, something like that, maybe 2.
You know, I've never seen anyone actually bonk on the wall. Oh no! The keys!
This is the exact reason I don't run up that wall. I just jump over it and go.
There is a point in the wall where you can run up and get like most of the way over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't do that because it never ends well for me.
Okay, I don't know why Quazy did not use his light arrows, but okay.
Sometimes I forget about it.
They both have a single check to go see.
Okay.
And so it's the
question,
what are they going to check?
I'm going to take back the comment about being able to do Cabana and then still win for sure.
No.
With Mr. Mario being here, definitely we've got a race. But Quazy has to go Popperin, right? Like he knows it's spiky. Yeah, we're not warping. We're just going straight over.
So Mr. Mario is about to hit go mode, as is Quazy.
Well, Mr. Mario still hasn't seen Bomb Mail.
Oh, right. So he is going to full clear FF. Okay.
An interesting way to peek that actually is you can just ledge grab and see it. And if you can roll full speed at a ledge, and as long as your stick is at neutral when you hit that ledge, you'll always grab no matter what your speed is. So you can like roll off the ledge and peek it, and then you can stay up top if it's
so last shard is here. He needs the hook shot, and then he's done.
Yeah, he just needs to check now. Yeah,
he's grabbing this sword, and he's go mode.
Yeah, and we still have. I would say it's easy to say Quazy's going to be high rolled before we get to Helm Rock.
Oh, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
It's a. Is this the last Tingle statue? Ah!
Nice.
Oh yeah.
That was probably like a huge bait for Mario right there.
Oh, absolutely.
It was like, oh, can I finish the seed? And it's like, oh.
Good luck with that. Okay. We officially have a race. Oh! Mr. Mario still has to do Phantom Ganon. And Helm Rock.
Yeah. Quazy has been... Okay, so this was a really good run for Quazy with, like, ignoring the fact that he refused to touch Fire Mountain for so long. He
literally spent 20 minutes doing other things.
Yeah. But it's not that bad for Mr. Mario, because even if he loses, he gets another chance.
Yeah, and this continues the trend of game 1 as being a bracket reset. Oh man. I am so interested to see what the runners are gonna say in the interview.
Dude, they're both gonna be salty for different reasons.
Oh, 100%. Mr. Mario skipping that chest in third crypt just completely screwed him over.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe it's gonna be enough of a reason for Mario to learn like all the other options. Like you either do skull drop or you do the coffin storage.
Yeah, that was definitely some super clean bomb drop from Mr. Mario. Oh, he almost went right into the building. Whoa,
Yeah, so that jump that Mario just did, if he had done exactly the same inputs but like 90 degrees further to the left, he would have just gone into the loading zone.
Yep. All right, Spy. So who do you think's gonna win?
I think Helmrock.
Oh, shoot, you're right.
Yeah.
You know, if Quasi finishes before Helmrock's dead, does Ganondorf get to keep his pet?
Ooh. I don't see that happening. Helmrock's not gonna take that long unless there's like some soft lock's gonna happen or something.
I mean, I don't want to jinx it even more than it's already been jinxed.
that would just like add insult to injury. Godan is in fact ahead.
Yeah, apparently so is Phantom Ganon. Because, cannot get hit.
Where's Hookshot? It's on Bomb Mail. So, Mario could have skipped a lot of Forsaken Fortress if they had checked their mail first.
This is true. It would have been closer than it is. And then, honestly, Quasi could have been done 20 minutes ago if they just checked, if they hadn't vehemently ignored Fire Mountain.
I'm curious to know if that's lessons learned or gonna stay on that mountain and still never go in other seeds. They're like, well, we'll just take this one and continue.
It's like PK Slime and Grandma.
I don't see the hate for Fire Mountain, man.
Yeah. I mean, I hate it, but I won't skip it. So, Spy, other than jinxing the seed to be as horrible as possible, how do you think it went?
Exactly the way I wanted it to. Not to speak on what I wanted for like a winner, but just for, you know, seed logic. That's what I wanted.
Yeah. No, I will absolutely get on board with that. This was... It wasn't a good seed, but it was an entertaining seed.
I have no bias on which of the two wins, with the exception of another game could be cool. But I have absolutely no bias on which runner I want to actually be champion. I think they're both like really good.
I mean, everyone loves more Wind Waker.
Mm-hmm. SPG 1 down.
That was a good PG1. I will give that to Quasi.
Oh, Blank, you don't even know. I have a little bit of a reputation for spices.
Oh, you have no idea. Well, you have an idea, Spy. Everyone else has no idea. Okay. Mario has hit their go mode and is probably extremely unhappy with it.
I like to think that the seeds that I roll for myself are the reason I'm able to do stuff like Skull Drop and Pod Drop and Open
Because
Chest
it's
Sword.
the only actual strategy that makes sense in those races. No, what we really need to see for tomorrow's seed is an honest-to-God Tread seed. Also, very good Crypt Shot.
I mean, yeah, so entering Hyrule and entering PG3. I would say, regardless of which ones are worse, be on the lookout for Crane scenes, because Crane being a restreamer now means that they're gonna be cropping up more often. I don't think I've rolled a race seed for the community in like this year. Like,
I mean, everyone has their seed rolling capabilities, and everyone has rolled some pretty bad ones. But
actually, I might have rolled a seed in like May. The last couple months have been kind of a blur for me.
I think we personally did a Miniblins seed recently. Just never let Spy roll you an all sanity seed. That will be 12 hours of pain and torture.
All right, so to celebrate the end of Miniblins, once we found the last champion for the last group, we need to have a big community all sanity race.
Rolled by Spy.
Yes, I will pay to roll.
Honestly, fair.
Hey, listen, Blank, that comment is just facts. I can have and will swim to lookout platforms.
He quite literally has. Yeah, let's get a an every single possible check randomizer. Rupees, light rings, sunken treasures, everything. First enemy drops.
Is there what if you could add a check to the randomizer that is like not included? What would it be? Personally, I would like to randomize the joy pendant on the tree next to the bomb shop.
Tree.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I feel like that would be interesting. Honestly, that's a great question.
There is a check for putting Shop Guru statues on the Windfall Gate and talking to Kane.
Is there really?
Yeah.
That is actually something I didn't know.
Kane actually has like a few different rewards depending on what you put on the gate.
You know what I would like? I would like the possibility to randomize Nintendo Gallery.
Like, okay, take it one step further. Instead of like a reward for completing it, you randomize figurines.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. Oh, wait, like, no, that's what I mean.
Okay, yeah. So
Also,
you,
GG to Quazy.
yeah, GG. That was definitely a race that I am happy to have seen. That.
Oh, 100%. That was a.
You know, it's not bad. It's just PG behind.
No, you're right. And I guess it's a question: are we going to get Quazy in here?
Yes.
I believe we are.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
The first words that I would like to speak to you, Quazy, are... I have two words for you. Fire Mountain.
I know. Yeah, that scared me. I was just... Diamond Step looked so good with 2 checks over there, and I just got the hook shot, and I was like... I saw a spiky chest in there, too, and it's just looking so pretty, and I just...
My question for you, was that purposeful? Like, were you purposefully ignoring Fire Mountain because of some reason? Or was it just you never found a time to go get it?
Well, I mean, it's like Fire Mountain. Like, why would you check it, you know? It's just...
Honestly, I agree. I agree, and you can't exactly have hindsight, but still.
Yeah. As I said, I believe in the last restream that I was commentating in, hindsight is 50-50. It's either there or it's not. You there was a couple times when Fire Mountain would have been optimal to go to, like going from Eastern Ferry. If you like not going then is just committing to more time to do Fire Mountain later. But I also understand like not doing it as well because it can be very slow.
Yeah, I definitely should have checked it. And when I was on Eastern, I was like, this is the right move. But then Diamond Step was there, and I hadn't checked like part of the left side of the map, and I was like, I don't know where Ghost Ship is at because I've passed the day so many times looking for this mail now. And
Also, quick shout out to Mr. Mario. That was a very clean double crit.
Yeah.
So, Quazy, one thing I will request of you is if you weren't already going to go back and rewatch this race, please go back and rewatch this race just to see some of the insanity that happened here. Because you and Mr. Mario ended up both like holding hands at this, like doing the exact same things at completely different progressions of your seed.
It was very different because throughout the seed we were talking about who was ahead and who wasn't. And for me, honestly, it just went from Mario's ahead to Quazy's got this in the bag.
Yeah. A couple mistakes definitely made things swing, and then they were close, and then definitely the not going Fire Mountain added, honestly, like 20 minutes to your time.
I want to wait until Mario gets here to tell you about Earth Temple.
Yes. Oh boy, that Earth Temple.
I'm excited. It's weird not having bombs. Like, I was thinking about different things, but then I was like, wait, can I get certain storages? And I was like, I'm sure there's a spy technique where you use one of like the skulls, but I was just like, I haven't practiced that yet. And I was just
Also, kudos to you for going for FF when you did. For doing that super early.
Appreciate it. I learned that like dive, and I was just like, I have to use this at some point, even if it's probably not optimal. And I was just like,
I also liked seeing that spy strat for Phantom Ganon.
Oh yeah, it's a spy strat. It's gonna be there.
Yeah, I didn't have bombs yet. Also, if I did have bombs, I'm like, I get bomb push probably like 20% of the time, so that was just a nice safe strat for me.
Honestly,
yeah,
that was super clean. That was honestly the first true divergence that you did from Mr. Mario, and it ended up really putting you ahead. That and honestly skipping the Cabana Deed.
Yeah.
That put you quite ahead of Mr. Mario in the beginning, and then everything happened.
Yeah, I kind of got lucky too because of like Earth Temple just being so spread out. Like you needed checks everywhere. I don't think anybody would have been able to really do that super fast.
Yeah,
either.
It was very loaded.
Without telling you why, Mario had to do Earth Temple kind of 4 times.
Yeah.
I like hearing that.
And he's just about to finish. Here comes the last hit on Ganon.
And there it is.
And a GG's to Mr. Mario.
Yeah, and that is the end of Game 1. Mr. Mario.
Welcome in.
Yo, GG's.
Alright, so I had 2 words for Quazy. I have 2 words for you as well. Third crypt.
So, okay. I didn't want to open the chest because what would I do?
No, that is understandable.
Yeah, we know why.
Can't go back, can't go forward.
There's 2 things that you could have done. One would be skull drop storage. And then another one is you could have gotten on top of the coffins using the Songstone and just gotten dry storage off of those.
Oh, you can do that? Okay.
But hey, that's what this entire tournament is about, is learning.
So yes, Quazy, if you're curious to know what happened, Mr. Mario completely skipped their bombs. And it was very unfortunate to see that Hookshot was directly behind them.
Yeah.
That was very true.
especially because the hook shot was Mr. Mario's go mode.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
really?
and on top of that, you could have had that hook shot before FF, so you
Yeah,
could have like
and then
skipped a
just-
lot of that.
Basically, don't go mode, but skip at least one chest, 2 chests.
Yeah.
For me, one of my favorite things in the seed was both of you were doing Jalhalla at the exact same time.
Oh, really?
With
Yeah.
2 completely different, like, you guys did completely different Earth Temples.
Did Quasi have lights?
Yes.
Mhm.
Quasi
Yeah.
went to the basement first and picked up those lights.
Man, I should have just done vanilla Earth Temple, man.
Okay, I do
But Quasi
actually
did
want to
have
ask.
backtrack to go to left side.
I do
Oh.
want to ask you about your routing for like the first time you went through. So you went through, you skipped right side, and you like saved before Floor Master Room and then soft reset. So what was going on there?
I'm trying to. Oh yeah, because I opened the Floor Master chest, and then I realized, wait, I don't have bombs to get storage here, and I didn't know of any other places to get storage to continue, and I guess I could have like used the key I got there, and just could I have done the back half vanilla?
If you had Medley with you, you could have just continued.
Yeah.
I
I guess I should have done that, but
You
I
did
don't
break
know.
the first song.
And-
so yeah, you did have
And if you had her with you, you could have gotten your bombs.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, Quasi
I-
never picked up the deed, but and it actually worked out because I believe you never.
There's
Yeah,
just
you
a
never
temple
went
statue
to
there.
Arena.
Yeah.
I will
I never
request the same thing I asked of Quasi for you, Mr. Mario, is if you weren't already going to, go back and rewatch this race.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because this
I
was
always rewatch restreamed races.
this was one of the funniest races I have ever seen in my life.
The lead changed a little, like quite a bit near the start, and
Yeah.
then mid game we had no idea who was ahead. Unfortunately, because of your like having to go
The Earth
through
Temple madness.
I think I counted it to be like you had to go through like the center.
Like
of
7
Earth
times,
Temple.
maybe?
Like 7. I think it was like 4. You went through first,
Well,
and then
if
soft
you're
reset.
talking about center room, then you had to go through that about 7 times. But
Oh my
your
God,
actual
so bad.
backtracking was about 4.
I feel like the rest of the seed, I had like pretty good execution for the most part, but that Earth Temple was just terrible.
Hey, you were only a PG behind in the end.
Yeah, I like that. Especially if Quasi skipped Cabana. But did you? Oh, did Quasi do Diamond Step?
I did do
Yep.
Diamond Step. It
Okay.
had boots, which was troll. I saw a spiky
Yeah, I
chest,
figured.
needed one thing left. And
Yeah, Quasi could have been done a lot sooner if they didn't want to die on the hill of not doing Fire Mountain.
Oh god, that was the
I was-
first thing I did after I got Fire and Ice because it was path to both Jalhalla. Well, obviously it's path to Jalhalla, but it's path to Helmarok by association. So I just wanted to do all the Fire and Ice checks early. See, maybe I get bombs.
I did find that very funny that the paths essentially both led to the same thing.
Right.
What's your
And
personal headcanon? Do you think the what was it? Let's see. Do you think the sword on outset or the boomerang on outset was
That-
your
that
Ganon
was
Oh,
what I-
boomerang, definitely.
Definitely boomerang.
It's always boomerang.
Like, so, was there a sword on outset? I don't know.
Yeah, the fairy. Oh
Yeah.
well, yeah, no, wait.
under one of the houses was the boomerang, and then the fairy had a sword.
That was like an emotional roller coaster to watch.
I could imagine.
I'm very happy that I was here for it.
And I'm
I'm excited to
glad
hear the
I'm
comms
able
on
to
it.
do another race tomorrow.
Yeah. I unfortunately got sniped on calming that one. I got to calm like all of the matches almost, but some other people decided to sign up, and that's fine. Gonna give some other people a chance.
Oh yeah,
But I will definitely be in the chat watching your race.
Yeah,
it'd be hype.
I'm gonna try to be
excited.
there as well. So
That's crazy. I think all the grand finals had a bracket reset now, right?
Yeah.
we We were talking about that, yeah.
That's cool.
We got the maximum
This
amount
is
of
all
mini
according
blins.
to plan.
This is actually going to be my third rematch too. I had a rematch with Nave, a rematch with Momo, and now a rematch with Mr. Mario. So
Oh god.
very exciting.
Well, let me be the first to say good luck on your finals, guys.
Yes, thank you.
GG's
GG's
for
again.
the current game. And that's it for me. Spy, if you're done.
Yeah, I don't know if there's much else to say. It's just it was a ride. Yeah. I'm very much looking forward to seeing your last match and seeing who gets to come out on top of Dins. But regardless of who comes out on top, like I've said it every time, you've both come a long way, and regardless of who makes it, it has been fantastic seeing the improvements.
Oh yeah, it's
And-
been super fun.
Yeah.
Also, the best 2K channel points I've ever lost.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure like 60 or 70,000
Oh,
points have been
yeah,
lost on you.
Punch that in.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Quazy, you
1 to 3
just
odds.
took so many points from people.
Well, you're welcome, whoever voted for me. I appreciate it.
The end result was 80k to 31k.
Dang.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. So congrats to, I only see Rick Schmitty who got 110. So people got banked from this race.
Insane. Yeah. Is there anything else that you runners wanted to bring up?
Cool storage at Outset Ferry.
Yeah, and you also had a really good Phantom Ganon storage.
Oh yeah, that was good. First try. But yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Good
me.
seed. Minus Earth Temple. Good seed.
That was. I don't think I'm gonna forget that race for a while. Yeah. All right. I don't have much else to say.
Nope.
And if
Ricky,
the
if you
three of
wanna-
you don't have much, then Ricky can come in.
All right, thank you all so much. I want to thank our runners, SirQuazy and Mr. Mario, for the awesome race. Thank you so much for letting us put that on. Thank you to our commentators, Spytron and Symphonic Link, and our trackers, Pix and Blank Zai. That's going to do it for ZSR tonight. Tomorrow, we have 2 races currently on the schedule. Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern, we have the Game 2 between Mr. Mario and SirQuazy for the Group Den Grand Finals of the Miniblins tournament, so be sure to check that out. And at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, we have a Link to the Past Randomizer Cross Keys tournament match between Adiron, Dak Rick, and Zeruvian. And that's kind of it on the schedule for the next few days, but we'll be sure to add more things as things get scheduled and volunteers sign up. But for now, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful time and have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye!
Goodbye.
Bye.
Mm.